What if I told you that saving just $10,000 could completely change how you live your life? Not a million. Not financial freedom overnight. Just $10,000. Because something strange happens when your savings hits that number. Your stress drops. Your confidence rises. And suddenly, money stops controlling you. But most people never experience this shift. Let's talk about why everything changes after your first $10,000. Most people live financially like they're constantly holding their breath. Bills come in, rent is due, your car makes a weird noise, and suddenly your brain goes into panic mode. Because when your bank account is low, every small problem feels like a disaster. A $300 repair becomes a crisis. A surprise bill ruins your entire month. That constant financial pressure, it slowly drains your energy. But then something happens. You slowly start saving. $500, $2,000, $5,000. And eventually, you reach $10,000. Now, here's the interesting part. It's not just about the money. It's about what happens inside your mind. Because that number changes how you see the world. Before savings, your brain operates in survival mode. You're constantly reacting. Unexpected expense? Panic. Delayed paycheck? Stress. But once you have $10,000 saved, something powerful happens. You gain financial breathing room. Problems stop feeling like emergencies. They become manageable situations. And that small shift completely changes your mindset. If your car breaks down tomorrow, would it destroy your finances? For many people, the answer is yes. But with a $10,000 cushion, you fix the problem and move on. No panic, no sleepless nights, just calm decisions. And honestly, that peace of mind is priceless. Money stress is sneaky. It follows you everywhere. While you're working, while you're relaxing, even when you're trying to sleep. But when you finally build real savings, your brain relaxes. You stop worrying about every little expense, and suddenly life feels lighter. Saving $10,000 does something else too. It builds confidence. Because now you know something important. You're capable of discipline. You're capable of planning. You're capable of building something real. And that confidence starts showing up in other parts of your life. Here's something people rarely talk about. Savings gives you power. If you have zero savings, you can't risk losing your job. You tolerate toxic environments, bad bosses, unfair treatment. But with $10,000 saved, you have options. And options create freedom. Imagine this. Your boss treats you poorly. Your job makes you miserable. Without savings, you're stuck. But with a financial cushion, you can actually say something powerful. No. That one word changes everything. Because you're no longer controlled by desperation. Once your savings grows, your thinking changes. You stop asking, how do I spend this? And start asking, how do I grow this? Suddenly you're curious about investing. Stocks, index funds, compound interest. Because now your money can start working for you. And this is where many people discover something surprising. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built slowly, through consistency, through patience, through small decisions repeated over time. Saving your first $10,000 proves that you can do it. Once you've worked hard to build savings, you start respecting money differently. Before buying something, you pause. Do I really need this? Is this worth slowing down my progress? And those questions quietly reshape your lifestyle. You stop wasting money and start using it intentionally. Instead of chasing trends, you think long-term. Instead of buying things to impress others, you focus on building security. And slowly, your financial habits improve. Not because someone forced you, but because your mindset evolved. Here's the unexpected part. Saving money doesn't just change your finances. It changes who you become. You become more disciplined, more patient, more strategic. Because you've proven to yourself that progress is possible. Life will always throw surprises at you. Unexpected bills, medical costs, repairs. But with savings, these moments stop feeling catastrophic. They become manageable obstacles. And that stability makes life dramatically less stressful. Saving $10,000 builds something deeper than money. It builds self-respect. Because you know the sacrifices it took, the discipline, the patience. And once you achieve that milestone, your brain starts thinking bigger. When people are broke, they often chase shortcuts, get-rich-quick schemes, risky investments. But once you build real savings, you realize something powerful. Slow progress works. Consistency wins. And patience beats gambling. The first $10,000 is the hardest, because you're learning discipline. But after that, momentum builds. Your systems improve. Your habits strengthen. And saving the next $10,000 becomes easier. Then one day you realize something. Saving $10,000 didn't just change your bank account. It changed your entire perspective on money. You stopped reacting and started building. Because wealth isn't one giant leap, it's thousands of small steps. Earn, save, invest, repeat. And eventually those steps compound into something extraordinary. Saving $10,000 won't make you rich overnight, but it will do something far more important. It will change the way you think. And once your mindset changes, everything else becomes possible. Because every wealthy person started somewhere. And sometimes that starting point is just $10,000. Please subscribe and start making smarter money decisions.